think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something. Hey, I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something.
Well, it's a couple days later. Since the intro was done. Just came in off the water. A couple of things that I changed that I wanted to kind of bring you up to date on. I haven't posted in a while. I've just been busy, you know, way early in the morning going to the gym. You know, not one to put anything on there until I started seeing some results. Wait a minute, why am I doing this video then? The easy deploy scupper cart. I cut the ropes off of that and put it back to the way it was, as closely as I can remember that it went together, with bungee cords and stuff like that. So because it collapses, it's a collapsible cart, so you can stow it in the front compartment on the kayak. Let's see. Oh, I had to get a new waterproof container for the phone and keys and stuff like that. So if I'd have gotten swamped before, it would have taken water, and then this would have been just destroyed. Yeah, one of the other things that's going on, it's kind of got me kind of, well, here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap this around, and so it's pointing out that way. It's too beautiful a day to be looking at my mug. Hold on. Okay, so what I was saying is that it's something that's kind of got me a little irked is the storage facility where I keep the kayak. You store it, or something. I think it's what it is. Anyways, it's last year they gave me a 25% increase in my rate for storage, and you know, it's okay. Here's the problem. There's no real cost for it except for the payment on the property. The electrical doesn't work in my unit. I'll show you some of the potholes that you could lose this car in. Whatever. So I got 2 emails yesterday, and one of them was saying that they're increasing the lien fee, you know, knock on wood, or simulated wood. I've not had to or been charged a lien fee for not making a payment. I think it's after 30 days they give you a $100 lien fee. But they also gave me a 30-day notice to tell me that my rate was going up. And I don't think it's me specifically. I think it's everybody who's stupid enough to be in there. I'll back at it. Isn't that a cool looking tree, by the way? That old oak with all the Spanish moss on it. And then you can see out through it. Let's see if you can. You can see all the way out into the river there, the benches and stuff like that. It's really, really kind of cool. And let me show you this right here. That building right there is a historic building that they rehabbed. Zoom out a little bit. And put there. I don't think that's the original place it was at. I think they moved it there and rebuilt the thing. But it was closed all during COVID. And last weekend, I think, is the first time that I've ever seen it open for people to go in and see it. So for like 2.5 years, it just sat there unused. So yeah, let me cut this off here. I mean, look at the Spanish moss blowing. I'm going to cut this off here, and then I'll pick it back up when I get over to the storage unit. I got to run the kayak through the car wash and spray all the mud and stuff off of it. Just a lot of stingrays today. So, you know, it was something. It's better than nothing. I guess, you know, always the excitement of maybe getting spiked by a stingray or bit by one of the little bastards. But exercise and you know, sun, vitamin C, and there seems to be a friendlier crowd this year than there was in the past years, and maybe it's early in the season. I know a lot of people got rid of their boats. I'd heard that one person sold their boat, you know, they had a baby, and it was either the baby or the boat, and I'm just like, well, that's I don't think I'd like to be in that kind of a position, owning a boat where your finances are so tight, and that may be just whatever. So I will cut this here and pick it back up, like I said, at the storage unit. And I want you to see these potholes full of water. Every time it rains, it's like you got to have a snorkel on your car to get through these mud holes. And yet they want to increase, and they took the on-site manager away, where they actually had an apartment there. And again, the electrical hasn't worked. The light has not worked in, you know, over a year and a half. So I'm just, I don't know, I guess I'm just either sniveling or just bitter. Just seems like kind of a crap way of doing business. I did reply to their email that if their plan is to give me another atrocious raise, I will be a former long-term tenant in their storage facility, because I will look. The funny thing is like every 2 years, I could just about buy a brand new Hobie for what it's costing me to store this one. So anyways, that's I'll pick this up in a minute. Okay, this is one of the mud holes that I have to swim across. Wading pools whenever I pull out with the trailer. And I don't know if you can see how cratered up it is. You know, there's standing water. It hasn't rained in 2 days. So water just stands here. Your vehicle gets filthy. And that'd be the other direction. There's a big ass mud hole right there, and you know, to cut around that way. So, you know, the concrete, the asphalt's all broken. There's no security cameras over here on this end. They're not. That one right there points this way, and I think that one down there points this way. But there's no real security down here. And I think all the way down at the end down there, which is the old live here manager, their apartment, there's a camera that points this way. But all these have got, see, that's where the camera's supposed to be. So, you know, for them to, you know, and then they cleaned out and I know I'm picking, but I mean, for the love of Pete, I sweep out mine, and I've got a bag of trash in there that I pick up all the garbage and do away with it. And I think the two managers or the caretakers or whatever were here cleaning out that one right there, number 2. And all this crap is just thrown out here, and they walk by with a broom. And I'm just like, really? You know, it looks like, I don't know. So for the money I'm paying for it now, yeah, I can accept it. But when they start stupid money, I'm starting to get a little bit, I don't know, not so happy about it. So, and mine, when I roll it up, I can't roll it up from the center. I've got to lift it up from the side, because if I lift it up from the center, it doesn't coil on itself, and it's just a big loop of the of that door hanging down the back. So there's something wrong with the door. And then they're going to raise the rate. And you know, when I was in California, I was reading up on investing, and they said the number one investment that you can make, that you'll get your initial investment back. It doesn't matter how much you invest, you'll get it back in 5 years. The ROI is 5 years on it, and that is storage units. Well, they're throwing storage units up everywhere around here because this is the fastest growing area, I think, in the United States, is right here in this area. And I don't know. I just feel like that they're taking advantage because everything else is going up. They feel like they need to get their slice of it. And I got to tell you, my salary hasn't gone up 50% in 2 years. And that's what it is. You know, 25 and 25, it's going to be another 25% increase. You know, that's 50%. I don't know. I just get very frustrated with any place that you're a rental in, because they know that they've got you captive, because you'd rather pay a couple more bucks and, you know, then have to rent a truck and move everything to another storage unit to then probably play the whole game again. And this isn't even the most accessible. This isn't very accessible to me at all. It's actually kind of a pain in the ass to come all the way over here to use this storage facility, but I did it because of the price. And now they're trying to go, you know, whatever it is that they're trying to do, and I don't know. Let me slide back out of here and I'll pick this back up and we'll wrap this up. Okie dokie. I am back. This is the next day and I'm driving over to the storage facility. I haven't been there yet, and it rained last night, and it wasn't anything special. I mean, you know, it really wasn't. It was just rain. And one thing that I wanted to point out and make sure was clear from the last video, the last segment, where I showed the potholes all over the facility and full of water, is the ground is not saturated. Okay, we haven't had rain for a couple of weeks of any measurable amount, and it was to the point where the local water company was asking people to start limiting their watering and to get in a, you know, evens and odds. So the rain we got should have been sucked into the ground and gone within 2 days. Yet there it was. So that tells me that this place has got some horrendous drainage. And it's just disconcerting to me that they're going to raise the rates again. And nothing's being done to make it worth more. And especially in today's economy. So I'm going to end this here, and I'll drive in there, and after I put in the code to the gate, I will give you a bird's eye view as I see it. I'll be surprised with you. Okay, I'm inside the gates, and you can see the drainage ditch on the side. You can see the parking lot, the driving this alley. It doesn't seem to be just over. There's a little standing water there. It doesn't seem to be too bad. You know what I mean? All things considering. There's the cross drainage and stuff like that. So oh wait, what's this? And where is it at? Oh my gosh, it's right where you would park. You cannot park anywhere on either side without getting out into a mud hole. Oh, yeah, a mud puddle. Okay? It's several inches deep. This is the the lap pools that exist. And there's at the other side. And you can see off in the distance there the mud holes. And these aren't shallow. I mean, these are several inches deep. All of these are just huge potholes full of water. Now, here's the thing. As rough as it is to keep your car clean in South Carolina with pollen and dust and, you know, from pine, and then the oak trees, you know, their pollen, it's like several seasons of pollen. So you're constantly having to, especially a black vehicle, constantly having to, you can see it right there, having to wash your vehicle to keep it clean and to keep water spots off of it from damaging the paint, etc., etc. So when you come over here and you know that you're going to have wet feet getting in or out of your car, or you're going to block somebody else's storage, and this is every time it rains, okay? I've complained about it. I'm like, look, put some gravel in. It's not that hard. Bring some gravel in and have it spread, fill in the potholes. This is where the on-site manager used to live, that no longer does. For security, there's the cameras I was saying that exist to shoot down that alley. But again, you know, there's some rain standing water here, but again, it's not atrocious. It's just normal standing rain, but the surface of the road is clear, except for what? Right in front of the freaking gate. So I don't know. I remain not happy, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video up and throw it up on my site, and give me your thoughts down below. I mean, I know, believe me, I know that you need to increase prices, you know, the whatever, it's profitability, and they're not a St. Vincent de Paul Society storage unit. I get that, and I could even understand, you know, a series of 5 or 10s, but we're talking 25 and 25, and so it's a 50% increase in a year. It will be about a year since the last time I got mine. So within 2 years, my storage space will have gone up in rent by 50%. And there's just, what the fuck? So, excuse my language. I'm sitting here letting the guy who's supposed to go, there's my other rampant irk, is stop trying to be nice and let people go. We know how to follow the rules. We know basic driving 101. If you got a license, you should. And stopping in the middle of the street and forcing somebody to pull out ahead of you when I'm willing to wait my turn because I don't want to be tailgated all the way down the street. So I figured that he was trying to pull in where I was pulling out of, so that's why I went ahead and acquiesced. But people. Give me your thoughts below. Thanks. Bye.